Hi and welcome. My name is Anne Rainton, the creator of Pretastyler, and it's my pleasure to take you on this short tour of how them all works.
So this is what it looks like when you first go to the website and you are not logged in. So the first thing to do is take your username and password that you've been given and go up here to the login area and fill in the information. Now I've been in there many times, so it's remembering who I am. I'm simply going to log in. Now the first thing you see when you log in is simply the very latest items that suit you that have been uploaded. So what you're going to want to do is go searching for something in particular. So if I go down to tops, and I'm not going to fill in anything else, I'm just going to click go. It's going to take you to all the tops. Now first of all, you're going to see all the tops that are great for you, and there's going to be many of them. As you go down, you're going to see that there's lots, and there's also a load more at the very base. Now we have loaded into your site all of the garments and how they suit you. So you'll notice each garment has a banner on it, and these ones all say great. These banners correspond to these numbers over here. And by the way, this site is about to change within the next month, and we're going to be loading a whole lot of new things, and also you're going to see it's going to look different. But for the time being, you will see that over on these areas, if you hover over them, it tells you what the banners mean. So good, over, okay, and so forth. I'm going to go down to my avoid items. So I'm just simply going to click on that, and up come the styles. I'm going to show you everything because it's a learning tool as well if you want it to be. So if I happen to go over to say this one, and I looked at it and went, oh, I love that top, I'm surprised that I can't wear that. Well, then what you can do is go and look for these icons. And let me explain the icons to you quickly. If you just hover over the garment, and you'll see the little tooltip comes up, it says buy item. So if you click on that, it's going to take you to the website where you can buy the item. The same as if you click to the little house. The pencil is an edit item that will show you how to use that later. We're going to go into this item, the results and styling advice, but I'll keep telling you what the others are. This one, the little camisoles, is see similar items. So if you really like something and you want to see things very similar to that, that's what you click. The heart is the wish list or favorites icon. So if you like something, you might want to save it up into favorites if you're not buying it right now. And the cool thing about it is when the next version comes out, which will be between now and November, you'll find that if it goes on sale and it's up in your wish list or favorites area, we'll alert you so you can go right in there and buy it if you wish. Down here is the coat hanger, and this is an area where anything you've purchased you may want to put over into that site, so you can move things from wish list or favorites into wardrobe, and later on you'll be able to upload photographs of things you already own and create lookbooks and styling boards for yourself. This symbol here is a share symbol, so if you want to share this item on Facebook, you can go ahead and do this. The little cross is only for me, it's an admin thing. Down here is the magnifying glass, that if you click that, you'll see the picture in a much larger view, and you also have the same icons that you can use. And the little dollar sign is a representation of the price. So if I hover over that, it says that $1 sign, it means it's worth $100, or it's around that price. And if I go over to the $2 signs, it's 100 to 199. So the more dollar signs, the more expensive the garment. So that might just save you a bit of time going into something that might be a price point that you don't want to pay. Okay, so getting on to the styling advice and why showing you things that don't suit you can be quite helpful too. So if I go over here and I click on the little scales, it will show you every part of the garment that's been assessed in order to work out whether it works for you. And as you go down, you'll see first of all that the very fitted aspect of this top doesn't suit me because I put myself as having heavy upper arms, and also I'm moderately overweight. So if we go down here, we'll see things that are great and good, and that's all fine. That's what you want to see. And of course this page is going to be changing to something much better very soon. And there we have the really big killer here, and the fact that it's a cropped top and I'm 60. So that isn't going to work for me, and no one would want to see it. And of course there are some things, well, you'd probably already know that about yourself. Now what that's going to do is two things. It's going to teach you about what does and does not suit you, so that when you're out shopping on your own, you have a far better eye. So you start to develop a stylist's eye. And the second thing is, if you're going and you're looking at something that's a maybe, right? So it's a borderline thing. You can look at what are the areas that are not so great for you, and then you make an informed decision whether you still want that garment. And so these garment insights are really good. As well as the actual insights to the areas, we give you comments and recommendations about styling. So in this area here, there will be some personal comments about you and the outfit. There will be styling comments, such as what necklace you might put with it, what shoes you might wear with it, should you wear it out, should you wear it in, what colour pants might you wear it with. All sorts of things are going to be in there that hopefully you'll find helpful in not only knowing if you're going to buy it, but what would you do with it within your own wardrobe should you buy it. So I'm going to click out of there, and I'm going to go back into the area where it shows just my grades. Okay, here we are again. So as I mentioned, there's wish list or favorites, which is up in here, and that's where anything you put into wish list or favorites is going to be up in there. Anything you've purchased or later uploaded from your wardrobe is going to sit in here. My finds relates to the Style Genie, which is going to be the next video I'm going to show. Up here we have the logout button. Now if you log out that way, it won't remember your username and password, the same as if you turn off your computer, you may lose that. So do not lose the email where we sent you your username and password, because you may want that again, although you can always contact us. There's a site tour, and that will take you on a little tour around the site, just like I'm doing now, but a bit abridged to what I'm doing. There is down the bottom here the feedback area. So should you have questions, comments, problems, suggestions, I'd love to hear from you. We accept everything. We want this to be the best site possible, so don't hesitate to fill that in, and we answer every single one of them. All these areas over here relate to the Genie, which I'm going to teach you in the next video. There's the edit details and profile. So if I click on that one, that will take you over to the page where you can start to go into all the various areas and change them if you need about your body. If you've moved over from My Private Stylist for the very first time, two things that you'll need to do is, one, put in your dress sizes and shoe sizes and so forth that you have or that you wear, because that's not in My Private Stylist. And if you were a double D cup, we now have double D and E, so you may want to go and click E instead of double D. When you're finished making changes, press the Save and Continue button to go back to the site. Now I didn't save anything, so I'm going to simply just go back. Alright, so now last couple of things to tell you is this is the area where the blogs are. So if you click onto there, it's going to take you over to all the features that I write. I write one feature every week, and if you're searching by a particular store or label, just pop that in there and press enter, and it's going to bring up that label for you. So I think that's all for this, other than to tell you again, this site is going to be even better in just a few weeks, but because you're registering now, I wanted to give you the opportunity to give you a little bit of a walk around. So thanks everyone for listening. I'm Anne Rainton.